Hello guys, welcome to the class. Today we are going to learn about superlative and comparative adjectives. Okay, so let's go. First, we have to know what a comparative adjective is. Okay, we use comparative adjectives to compare two things or two people. For example, we have Mary and we have Charles. Mary is 1.80 meters tall and Charles is 1.60 meters tall. So Mary is taller than Charles. The adjective that we are using is tall, and Charles is shorter than Mary. So the adjective that we are using here is short to talk about Charles compared to Mary. Now we're going to learn what a superlative adjective is. Superlative adjectives are used to show the difference between more than two things or more than two people. As we can see, we have three people here. We have Anna, Jenny, and Sandy. So Anna has the longest hair. We're using the adjective long in this case. We can see that Anna has the longest hair compared to Jenny and compared to Sandy. And Sandy has the shortest hair. As we can see, we're using the adjective short. And we're comparing Sandy's hair to Jenny and to Anna. Now we're going to learn how to build comparative and superlative adjectives. For the comparative, we have to use the adjective plus er plus than. For example, if we are using the adjective hard, the comparative form will be hotter than. And if we use the adjective easy, the comparative form will be easier than. Now, for the superlative form, it will be the plus the adjective plus the ending est. Then for hard will be the hardest, and for easy the superlative form will be the easiest. That's how we build comparative and superlative adjectives. To build or to form superlative and comparative adjectives, we have some special rules that we have to remember every time we're going to talk or create a sentence. The rule number one is that one syllable adjective ending in a silent E will be, to form the comparative, we use the adjective plus R. For example, for the adjective nice, it will be nice that ends in a silent E plus R. Then the comparative form will be nicer. On the other hand, for the superlative form, it will be the adjective plus st. Then the superlative form for nice will be nicest. We have a couple of examples here of sentences using these forms of the adjectives. The first one, your notebook is nicer than mine. We're comparing your notebook with my notebook. We're comparing two things, your notebook and my notebook. Now for the superlative, your notebook is the nicest in the classroom. We're comparing your notebook with all the notebooks in the classroom. Special rule number 2. One syllable adjective ending in one vowel and one consonant. For example, the adjective big. Big ends in a consonant that is the letter G and is preceded by a vowel that is the letter I. To create the comparative form of the adjective big, the consonant, the last consonant G, is gonna be doubled and we're going to add ER in the end. So the comparative form for the adjective big is gonna be bigger with double G. Bigger. Double the consonant and we add ER. Now, for the superlative form of the adjective big, we're going to use the adjective. The consonant is gonna be double too, but we're going to put in the end EST. Then we will have that the superlative form for the adjective big is gonna be biggest. Biggest with double G. Now we have some examples of the use of the comparative and superlative form of the adjective big. The first one, the elephant is bigger than the cat. We're comparing two animals. We're comparing the elephant and the cat. Now with the superlative form, the whale is the biggest animal in the world. We're comparing the whale with all the animals in the world. That's more than two animals. Special rule number 3. A two-syllable adjective ending in the letter Y. For example, we have happy. It has two syllables, happy. Then, to build the comparative form, we have to replace Y for an I plus ER. For example, the comparative form of happy will be happier. We can see that we replaced the letter Y for the letter I, and we put at the end the syllable er. For the superlative form, we do the same. We replace the letter Y for a letter I, and we have to add EST. Then the superlative form will be happiest. As we can see, we replaced the Y for the letter I. And for the examples, we have Jason looks happier than you. we're comparing how Jason looks and how you look. We're comparing Jason and you, two people. Now for the superlative form, we have Jason is the happiest person in the party. We're comparing Jason with all of the people in the party. So we're comparing Jason with more than one people, with all of the people that is in the party. Special rule number 4. 2-syllable or more adjectives without y at the end. For example, the adjective exciting. Exciting has 3 syllables. Exciting. For the comparative form, it's different. We have to use the word more plus the adjective, that in this case is exciting, plus the word than. Then we will have more exciting than. This is the comparative form for an adjective that has 2-syllable or more. For the superlative form, it will be the most plus the adjective, and that will be the most exciting. For example, the sentence Teen Titans is more exciting than Adventure Time. We are comparing the TV show Teen Titans and Adventure Time. We're comparing 2 TV shows. For the superlative form, we have Teen Titans is the most exciting TV show. We're comparing Teen Titans with all of the shows that are in television. Irregular comparative and superlative adjectives. These adjectives have a special form of the comparative and superlative form. For example, good. For good, the comparative form is better. That's why in this sentence we say, my pencil is better than yours. We're comparing my pencil and your pencil. And for the superlative form, it's gonna be best. So we are going to say my pencil is the best. My pencil compared with all the pencils that are in my classroom, for example. We have this list of the adjectives in their normal form and the comparative and superlative form. For example, we have bad, and its comparative form is worst, and the superlative form is worst. Far, farther, farthest. Far, further, furthest. Good, better, best. Little, less, least. Many, more, must. Much, more, and must. We have to learn these comparative and superlative forms because they have no rules. we have to learn them with our memory. Now we have some exercises for you to practice and to see how much did you learn about superlative and comparative adjectives. So come on, let's go. Okay guys, thank you very much for your attention. This is the end of the class. I hope you liked the class and we'll see you in the next lesson.